I just wanted to do a quick video in regards to this subject. Come on in, come on in. Everybody, come on in. I'm going to play my disclaimer. I'm going to check my sound to see and make sure everyone can hear me. So let's get into the disclaimer and while I check my sound. So thanks for tuning in to Let's Talk About It Media 21. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and please share if you care. What are we going to talk about? We're going to talk about what's on Instagram, what's on Twitter, what's going on in the news around the world. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comments, news reporting, teaching, scholarships, and research. Fair use is use permitted by a copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. All comments are alleged, in our opinion, and for entertainment purposes only. And don't forget, the Cash App is Let's Talk About It Media. And have a great day. Stay positive, stay focused. Okay, everyone, we're going to do a general quick update on what's going on in the media, what's being talked about. Let's get to the top corner in regards to the girls. The Kardashian show and what it stood for, how they treated each other, the jokes, the conversation, the grabbing, the pulling, all of that. Then we look back at how Kim just recently treated Courtney. She should be in the honeymoon stage, having a great time in regards to her wedding and being married. Then we have Tom Brady, who regrets doing the roast. Well, sir, how is it that people don't realize what a roast is? They're going to talk about you now, in the past, anything that trended in the media. He says he regret doing it because it affected how his kids felt about the jokes about the roast. We get it, but you should have thought about that before you went on the roast. They were going to talk about you, your family, your children. They didn't, people don't care. Your past relationship, your past situationships. It was going to be brought up. Anytime an award ceremony and people are sitting in the front, you could be a part of the jokes. So then we have Kim saying to this young lady, she's a comedian, and she says, "I don't know how you do it." She feels is is concerning of what they say. But the biggest thing is Kim knew what a roast was. They're going to talk about you. They're going to talk about what's being talked about. Any shade that's been thrown your way over the last 10 years is going to be brought up. Real talk. I don't get why people are, woe is me, after the roast when you know comedians go in and they don't care. They're going to talk about everything. That's what a roast is. And if any of these people, and I get Tom Brady, he's a dad, but you know you just went through a divorce. You know what happened before you got with his ex-wife now, Giselle. You had a whole other young lady pregnant. You knew they were going to be brought. They were going to bring that up. And then, in regards to whether it was his past coach, current coach, his coach was in the media. That was going to be brought up. And then the joke came about, and the guy said something, and Tom got up and said, "Don't say that again." But then we have Kim trying to act like the victim. Sweetie pie. See, that's the one thing they're going to say. They're going to act like the Kardashians don't care. They care. They're going to act like the Kardashians don't care. They care. They want to be liked. They want to be respected. They want to be treated fairly. They want to be treated different. They don't care how they treat other people in regards to copying ideas, in regards to allege. All comments are alleged. You just heard the disclaimer, and it's in my comment section. What's being talked about the K's and the J's, there's been many lawsuits in regards to their ex-assistants speaking out. When we look at their friendship list, Kim still hang out with Lala. Chloe still has Malika. But in regards to them being big friends with a lot of people in the industry, they're not.
And I've talked about it before. Their mom expects them to date. Look at the storyline in regards to Chloe. It's kind of sad because they want her to hang around, be with a guy, and she does too. Chloe does too. A guy that cheated and had a baby by somebody else. And right now, Tristan's not even taking care of possible what needs are for Marley and the son. Leave the name out. I know the son's name, but I'm gonna leave that out. But the biggest thing is Kim is trying to play victim. You know what happens at roast. You know what happens. Her being booed, then it being edited. We don't know if they asked it to be edited or not. But look at the joke she made about Kevin Hart. You don't hear Kevin Hart crying about the joke she made about him. It was kind of disrespectful. Then I'm hearing there might have been a joke about Caitlyn and OJ. Excuse me, what? Are you serious? So it's all concerning. So she can talk about other people, but she's trying to make it seem like people can't talk about her. If you go back, and this is the biggest thing, I knew if I would have watched the whole 3 hours, I would have been like, okay. But if you go to a roast, they're going to roast you. Some of the roasts I've seen back in the day, brutal. Brutal. But Kim being booed, that's what it is, sweetie. Because people know that the K's and the J's love the fame. They love the trend. They have these PR stunts. Period. People are calling them out. And I'm being told that there are some people that are unfollowing them like never before. Allege there's a young lady on TikTok that put out that some of these famous people should be blocked out because when we look at what they do in the community and how they service the community, if instead of Kim wanting to help homeless people, she wants to help in prison reform. Something that's already there. They have a probation officer, they have a halfway houses they could go to. Homeless people don't have that. So she attaches herself to stuff where she can just go and speak and get media attention from it. You have law students that work on cases for years. They go get the documents, they look at the documents, they highlight the documents. Kanye already said, per Kanye, allege. Per Kanye, she wants to attach her name where she doesn't have to do a lot of the legwork. Many people allege, many people feels that Kim wanted to do the law school stuff because they felt with all that her family was going through, she wanted to be able to assist them in regards to the law concerns because they've had a lot of legal concerns over the last 5 years in regards to the guy and his company, in regards to the guy and the Kim and the money alleged, in regards to the mom and the alleged driver, in regards to the Black China situation. There's been a lot of lawsuits against them for alleged people feel unfair treatment. That's how they feel. But that's why many people feel she tried to do law school and now that they're not in as many lawsuits, she can say, "Oh, I just don't have time." No, you don't. Law school is brutal. You have to pass the bar. The baby bar is different than the bar. And the time she got in, it was kind of like people weren't really in colleges. And she had assistance and help in regards to testing. So the biggest thing is people were like, she has help and she is getting assistance from, you know, different agencies helping her study. Don't take it, it's not a small defeat. I'm sure she studied a lot. It was a good 2 years, 2.5 years or whatever. But I think, and many people think it was to try and help and assist her family. So then that way she can look it up, she can understand, what's being said, what's being talked about. If a lawyer said something, she can kind of generally understand and say, yeah, I learned that in my books. I can understand. But in regards to her going to the comedian, this is what comedians do. You can't expect comedians not to go at it. Comedians can sometimes be brutal. Some comedians talk about themselves. Some comedians talk about community stuff. Some comedians talk about government stuff. Some comedians make fun of people. Comedians make fun of people's color. Some comedians make fun of people's sizes. But when you go to a roast is going to talk about everything. A roast is going to talk about everything. So Tom is saying he regrets going. It hurt and bothered his children because, of course, why did he not think of that before he went? Of course, they were going to bring up his ex-wife, of course, and she was in the media dating somebody else and moved on, moved on. Of course, they were going to talk about that. So I just need celebrities to wake up. And if you think that something's going to help in your career or you're going to get media attention, clicks, and views, you have to think of what's going to happen and transpire after. This is what Kevin Hart does. He's a comedian. That's what a lot of those comedians did. Whatever that one guy was, he went in on everybody on that stage, one after another. Everybody was like, he did an amazing job. And he studied what was going on with each person. My mouth hit the floor. He was like boom, 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 boom. Not even like 30 seconds. He probably did 30 seconds or 50 seconds for each person. But in regards to Kim, she got booed and she felt away in regards to his comments. And I get that. Women don't want to feel disrespected. But the biggest thing is if you go to a roast, they may bring up your tape. You want to bring it up, but you don't want other people to bring it up. But it is what it is. Your sisters are basically crying out that they don't want to do such and such. And you get mad if a person doesn't want to be at a photo shoot. So when you look at how the sisters treat each other on E and how they treat each other on Hulu, they disrespect each other. So that in itself is almost like a roast. They used to roast each other. They used to grab each other by the ankles. They used to do a lot of stuff to each other. They used to shade Chloe about her weight. The mom would say stuff. Even the mom would like utilize Chloe as like her assistant. So my biggest thing is I get what Tom Brady's saying. I get what Kim was saying, but Kim wants to be liked. So whoever decided to remove most of the booze and whoever was shouting in the audience, we get it. But the biggest thing is people are not stupid. And many people feel that it's an end of an era. Y'all want a lot of media attention, y'all gonna get it. In regards to people speaking out too. Y'all can have a lot of PR people do a lot of stuff to try and clear or change the scenario or whatever. But we see Courtney wasn't celebrated in her wedding vows. It was copy me, shade her. Chloe's expected to date a cheater and be with a cheater. Chloe doesn't want him helping with the children. And we see Kim wants to date. And we see how she treats Kanye. We see how she treated Pete. We see how she tried to treat Odell. And Odell was like, time out. I'm out. I don't want no kids. I have a career to think about. I have a family to think about. Odell got in and got out. Now, you got to think about this too. Kim was trying to attach herself to Tom Brady, who is one of there's many famous football players. Kim was trying to attach herself to Tom Brady, and Tom Brady was like, time out. No, 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 sis. I'm going through divorce. I'm retiring. I don't want to attach my name to a K and a J, and y'all utilize me for media attention because I just saw what y'all did to LeBron. You're trying to add your name and put him in a purse circle. So many people are like, we see what the K's and the J's do. They utilize people for media attention, clicks, and views. And Tom was like, time out. I think Tom it was almost like a payback. He wanted to get Kim back for trying to utilize him. He literally had to almost date somebody else to say, no, I'm not dating Kim. Because this is the one thing, and I'll tell y'all this again. Unless these men say, yes, we're together, yes, we're dating, this is my girl, I don't believe none of it. Kylie, Timothy. We saw Kylie and Timothy together for 2 months, 3 months. That's it. And haven't seen it together since. And then the K's and the J's put out, oh, they're still together, they're happy. Is Timothy spending time with her kids? Was Odell about to spend time with Kim and the kids? And did we notice that Kanye didn't say anything about Kim and Odell? So I'm not certain if. And then when you look at the filter pictures and you look at what's really going on, they're going to try to distract about what's really going on. You can't play victim, sis. You can't play victim. Their family does a lot to people, and we see that people are asking for more community assistance and support. But I just wanted to do a video on this because I think that the K's and the J's will try and do whatever they can to make themselves look like. And some people say, "Oh, Kim don't care about getting booed. Oh, she cares. Oh, Kim don't care about being liked or disliked. Oh, she cares. Oh, she cares." Because you wouldn't have a person that's copying so many people or trying to attach themselves to a man if they did not care about their image. She cares. She wants to be liked. She wants to be the only girl being talked about. She wants to be in a room and people ooh and ah. That time is over. And we see how they treat each other. We see how they treated Courtney. And the one thing about Courtney, Courtney has tough skin. I remember listening to someone in regards to their mom taught them how to kind of ignore the media and have tough skin. Well, the mom has it good because the mom can date and have peace. She expects them to date. She expects Kim to date. She expects Kylie to date. She expects Chloe to be with Tristan. And she expects Courtney to show up and just smile. Kendall Kylie expected to date. Look how many people's name are attached to Kendall. Look how many people's name is attached to Kim as far as dating. In regards to Kylie, she don't have that many miles on. In regards to the Tiger situation, that don't look good. And I'm surprised that E even put that on TV. He was a part of the show. Hello, we're watching a older man date this younger girl. And as soon as she turned 18, Kylie and Tyga was together. She dated him at what age? Alleged. But as soon as they broke up a year or two later, and then Black China said, I got put out because Tyga started dating Kylie. We look at Tristan's baby mama, she was pregnant, and then he was dating Chloe. And then Kim didn't want to be called a homewrecker because Odell Beckham had a girlfriend that just had a child, and the child was only at the time 1.5. Now he's maybe 2. But they really need to look at their own image. Kim knew what she was getting into when she went to that roast. She knew. She knew. But I just wanted to do a quick video because I just need people to understand that the K's and the J's, I told y'all, will it be one, utilizing the kids for the show? Two, is somebody gonna be crying about some medical stuff? I told y'all that. I told y'all. And what are we seeing in the clips? And then somebody trying to, I'm gonna work on this project. I feel, elated. There's always somebody that's feeling high on the horse, feeling great. There's always somebody that's emotional about something, and there's always somebody that's trying to understand something. Always. There's other scenarios, but their show, many people are kind of like, we're surprised it's still on Hulu. People were wondering if they were even coming back, but I think Hulu needs that slot. Many people were trying to say that they might try and go back to E. I don't know if E wants that, and I don't think, and I've said it before, I don't think they should be giving storylines to children. I don't think Kim should be trying to give North a storyline. No, I don't think Chloe should be trying to give her child a storyline. Trying to have the child go through what she went through in regards to people talking about her looks. Now she's doing that to her child, almost shading the surrogate. Almost shading the surrogate. Asking Tristan to take several paternity tests. What are we talking about here? Well, well wishers. I just think they try and play woe is them if there's a situation that they're not liked. They want to be liked. They want everybody to be like, ooh, ah, great job. And it's not happening. I told y'all a year ago, the shift is happening and it's going to be a huge shift. I didn't expect for TikTokers to be on TikTok and blocking, and they're losing thousands and thousands, hundreds of thousands of subscribers. I just think that people are like, no, because it may be of what's going on in the world and people want them to be kinder, more respectful. Do something in the community. Once a year or twice a year, you add your name to something. People are like, okay, a lot of celebrities do that. But LA can be changed just even through the K's and the J's. If they do have a church, and many people say they do, why aren't we hearing about more meals that's cooked? Hello? 3 times a week. Something. There's a shelter that they have that's for the women or men. Something, especially since they have a church, allege. But here nor there. I just think the K's and the J's are interesting. I watch clips regarding the show. I can't stomach the show, so I'm gonna just be honest with you. I'll watch clips because sometimes the clips be as much as the show is. It's hardly no different because there's commercials. But yeah, Kim can't really talk about anybody. Look at how they were on E. Look at the sisters, and then the sad part. Chloe's trying to give Rob a storyline. He ain't asked for that. You know people are going to talk about Rob if you say your child looks similar look like Rob. You know they're going to talk about Rob. I just feel bad for Rob because Rob shouldn't be added to her storyline either. He don't want to have nothing to do with the show. Chloe keeps mentioning Rob. Let Rob be. Where is Rob? Minding his business. Because remember, Chloe was the one that says, "Oh, I think Rob wants to come back to the show." He don't want to come back to that show. He don't want to deal with the PR stuff. He's over there sitting happy as the sisters is making good money. Rob's over there doing him. Rob said, "Y'all can go ahead and keep leading. Leave me alone." You know? But what was this? I just wanted to do a quick video. I did a video Monday and I did a video today and I did videos on Friday. What do I think about her at the White House? There was something going on around that time and she needed that media attention, clicks and views. She needed to go to the White House. It was probably planned probably before. I don't think it was just, hey, we want to come to the White House. She seemed in her speech. Did you see Anthony, did you see her speech when she was talking? Go check out the clip in regards to how Kim was talking. She looked to others for guidance in regards to what should be happening. She looked like she couldn't remember her speech. She did. And I think that it was the time she needed to go because I think at that time, people were trying to tie the Kardashians to some of the P. Diddy situations. And I don't think that Chris was MIA. Chris had gone to an event with Kim. I don't like clickbait. That's the one thing I don't do. But the family was being tied to Diddy. So she really needed to go to the White House to try and change the narrative. I watch stuff. I watch stuff because that's what I've done. And I don't like people lying to people. I don't like people BSing people, you know? Yeah. Yeah. And I think whenever there's, and even, see, when you really listen to Kanye, Kanye's the one that told us she looks for stuff when things aren't going her way. She would almost sometimes help Kanye when he would do his rants. She'd put on a bathing suit Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday. And then people will be talking about her bathing suit. Oh, was that too tiny? Oh, was that too, see through? She would do stuff to try and take sometimes the pressure away from Kanye. If you really watch and learn people, and this is the biggest thing, we want everybody to be happy. We want everybody to be at peace. We see that they're trying to utilize the kids for a storyline. And I don't think, and many people feel in the comments, they shouldn't be using those kids as a storyline or as a buffer. So if we see that they're utilizing them as a storyline or a buffer, we see that they'll go to no ends at wanting fame or media attention. Many people felt that she was utilizing North in regards to the TikTok thing too to stay relevant. I was one of the ones that talked about Kim was traveling all over the world last year to trend with other famous people that were trending. I and that's the thing. People see them now. It's not that they don't see them, they see them for who they are. And they see that the shade they throw, the people they copy, trying to take attention away from a person supposed to have their great moment, and they try and take away that moment. Even with because think about all the concerts she went to. She went to Adele. She went to go see Usher. She had North on stage with Katy Perry. She wants to trend when other people are trending, and she'll do anything to get by them, near them. I think it's kind of cringy because let people have their moment. She's had her moment for 10, 15 years. I also saw, thanks, Anthony. I also saw a video and I almost played it. There was a time that she was near Paris Hilton and people were getting her autograph, Paris Hilton. They were taking pictures, and Kim was just standing there like, that's what I want. And you should see the look on her face. It's like nobody wants my picture, no one wants my autograph. You should see the look on her face. And Kanye was the one that told us a lot that she seeks that and she will do stuff to distract. And we see it. Their PR team probably does a lot Monday through Thursday, and then they try and do something on the weekends. But I wish them well. Don't wish them bad, not to disrespect or embarrass. We see it though. We see what it is. Back in the day, media didn't catch a lot of stuff. You could do a lot of clickbait and get away with a lot of stuff. Now, I think because of what's going on in the world, people want honesty. They want people to protect their kids. You know, Kanye, I don't know what's going on with him now. I mean, he's basically talking about having an adult site. And I told y'all, I told y'all. I think Kanye was going to mention it and then Kanye was going to change his mind. Whether Kim changed his mind or whether Bianca changed his mind. But I think I saw an announcement that Kanye is deciding not to do that. Please like the video as you guys come in. Please like the video as you come in. But I wish them well. But we see it. We see that they want to keep Chloe attached to Tristan. We see that they didn't want to really celebrate Courtney and her love with Travis. We see that Kim is expected to date, and when she does date, she wants to utilize their name, the guys, for a good 5 or 6 months. And the guys don't want that. That's why she's having a hard time finding a good man. Because guys don't, once they break up with you, I moved on. And that didn't happen with Pete. Pete dated her. Then Pete was in a whole dating situation with somebody else. And then Kim kept bringing up Pete's name. And they kept talking about this Marilyn Monroe dress. Oh, did it get messed up? Did it not get messed up? Oh, she shouldn't have wore it. Why would they allow it? Oh, Anna Wintour was mad. Whatever it was, people were kind of like mad because she was stating that she had to lose what 15, 16 pounds in 3 weeks to get in the dress. And even when they told her no, Kim said she basically called her mom and her mom said she'll lose the weight. She'll lose the weight. And now people are questioning her health in regards to her making her waist small. Kim has been small for a minute. She really has. And did you see the video when they had said, how's your breathing? This is something I have to do, or it's a work of art. If whatever she wants to do with her body, that's her body. If people want to look at her as a role model, that's on them. I can't tell a person you shouldn't do that because you're not being a good role model. Whatever she chooses to do with her body, people want to follow it, they can follow that. But we have to look at a lot of these famous people are on this weight loss journey and they're looking so hollow. Their skin tone is very interesting. That's the only way I can explain it. Even looking at her picture right here, she looks extremely pale. And it's almost like when she did that weight loss journey, she almost added 5 or 10 years to her face. Look at Kim from 4 years ago. She didn't look like this. Look at Kim from 4 years ago. She did not look like this. So whatever she's got going on, because this is at the event. I don't think this picture could be filtered, but I just don't think that she should be blaming them when you went to the roast and you know what a roast is going to be. They weren't going to give her grace. They just weren't. And I get why Tom Brady felt that it bothered his kids, but you should have also known, Tom Brady, they were going to talk about your dating history, your football career, your coach. They were going to talk about everything. And I just need people to realize some of these famous people are so clueless about what media can do and how it could either help you, not help you, or actually affect your brand. So Kim can't play victim and say, oh, I don't know how comedians do it. Well, some people say, well, I don't know how reality people do it. You get up there, you have to tell your life, you have to talk about dating, you have to talk about business, you have to show this, you have to show that, you have to show the situation in regards to your family dynamic. And then they say in regards to reality shows, drama sells. So you're going to create fake drama. You're not happy for your sister. The one person that's married in that family is Courtney, and none of them could almost support it. None of them. They had Courtney in tears. And Courtney's always had that tough exterior, but at the moment she should have been extremely happy. And Wedding Bliss, Kim's team copied Courtney. Kim was like, well, I did this for my wedding, and I did this for my wedding, and I had this singer. It's sad because it does not seem like she could be happy for anybody else. All the attention, especially with the family, all the attention should be on her. What they put Chloe through, Kim would never. Kim would never date no guy that cheated on her. Kim would never be with a guy that, had a baby on her. But then what? She needed media attention. So she hung out with Tristan, acting like she didn't care that he just cheated on the sister and had a baby. And that might have been because maybe Mara Lee might have been trending and Kim wanted to shift the narrative. They're always shifting the narrative and distracting people. But a lot of people that's smart on pages, they don't get distracted easy. We see what's happening because we see what's happening in trending. We see what's happening on TikTok. We see what's happening even on Google, you know? But well wishes to them. I think that Kim can't talk because when you look at what the sisters did on the show, when you look at how they treated each other, it was brutal. It was brutal how they treated each other and kind of sad too. And the mom just is like, let's make that money. Let's make that money. You don't want to go through what I went through. Go ahead and date. Go ahead and date Kim. Go ahead and date Kylie. Go ahead and date Kendall. Courtney, you kind of messed it up for us. You're over there married. Let's bring some drama to your wedding. Let's bring some drama to your honeymoon. Let's bring some drama to your wedding announcement. No, Rob don't want none of that. And I don't blame Rob. And Chloe is trying to bring Rob into her storyline and the children. I feel sad that Chloe is bringing the child into it and saying that the looks don't look like me, made Tristan take a DNA. It's sad. Don't give your child the same traumas you experience with your family and people around you. It's just sad. But you know me, I can go on and on. But I just wanted to do a quick video on this and bring it all together because Tom mentioned he regrets doing the roast. He should have knew what was going to be said. Anything that's happened in your life that trended in the media, anything that was talked about. Comedians look you up. They're going to look up everything that was possibly talked about. It could have been true or false. It could have been alleged. Comedians are going to find stuff on you and talk about it and make a joke about it. Real talk. So, well wishes. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for supporting the show. Thanks for being here, Anthony. I appreciate you. Please come in anytime. Ask me about different stuff. I have no problem. But, you know, many people want famous people to be role models and be respected in their craft. I think people will do a lot for clicks and views and for money, and people are questioning the K's and the J's, and they're questioning their morals, and they have been for a while. And then the Ray J thing, ooh wee baby, many people were like, "What? Aren't they still getting paid on that tape?" Alleged. So she likes to laugh about it because remember she even made a joke about Tom. Oh, if we were really dating, oh, I would just put out a tape. You said what, sister? What? No, we don't want our kids hearing that. But well wishes. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for supporting the channel. Everyone have a great evening. Be blessed. Focus on healthy, safe relationships. Be around people that's loving, caring, and respectful. Please like the video as you're coming in. Please subscribe to the channel. Please turn on your notifications. Um, Hit extremely high numbers. But I just need people to subscribe, turn on the notifications, and share the video. Thanks for tuning in, and thanks for being here. Have a great day, everyone. Goodbye.